Hi, I'm Jett Kuso, and today I have something very special that people have been asking for a very long time, and I'm really excited to finally get this out there. I am going to be showing off my entire collection of Bakugan. Battle Planet, Bakutech, Battle Brawlers, New Destroya, Gundalian Invaders, stuff we don't talk about, all of it. The darks, the lights, the good, the bad, and the ugly of the entire Bakugan product line, we're all gonna take a look at today through the lens of what I've bought now and what I've purchased as a child. So stick around, there's gonna be a lot of really, really cool stuff. Rare stuff too. It's gonna be exciting. Okay, I'm gonna go grab a whole bunch of my stuff. It's in my room. There's gonna be just a ton of stuff to grab, so bear with me while I get everything. Keep recording. Here's a bunch of my Battle Planet stuff. Case, Bakugan bag, the Bakugan sent it to me. There's more. Okay, here's a bunch of Battle Brawlers stuff. We'll have to sort through all of this to figure out what any of it is. Cards in battlefields. These are binders. This is a whole, come in here, show this. There's a whole shoebox of stuff. I don't even know how to begin to go through all of that. But I'll sure give it a shot. Deck of cards. I dropped something. There's a big shoebox full of stuff. Don't show that logo. More Battle Planet. Japanese stuff. These boxes are mostly empty, but they're really cool looking, so I'm gonna show you that stuff. I think this is everything. Let's get started. This is way more overwhelming than I thought it was going to be. What should we get started on? In your expert opinion, Rio?
No idea.
We'll look at a lot of the Bakutech stuff last, because that stuff is really exciting. Let's show off some Bakugan Battle Planet stuff first. We'll have a section where I go through battlefields. Oh, this thing is ridiculously heavy. Put that over there. That's Battle Planet. That's Battle Brawlers. That's Battle Brawlers. That's Battle Brawlers. Those are Battle Brawlers. Okay. Oh, and then this. Let's look at some of this in-package stuff first that I haven't opened yet. Starter pack. This deck is not good. But I like to use this against some people that are sort of starting out rather than a lot of my good, mean decks. We'll just... I have some diamonds that I have not opened yet. I showed these off a little bit in the last video. I have a Diamond Hydrus and a Diamond Ultra Trox. I just haven't opened them yet. Then these three packs that I still haven't opened. Mantanoid packs. Oh, this is my Baku clip with my old deck in it. I'll go over that a little bit. That'll be fun. These are, I guess you would call them my undesirables. That sounds incredibly mean to say. Ultra Hydrus, Arliss Mantanoid that I showed off in the last video. Ventus Core Trox, the perfect boy. Ventus Pegatrix. I do have this. This Ventus Pegatrix, this Mantanoid, and this Trox are actually part of the deck that I've built for Rio, which is, I guess it's this deck right here. But this deck is incredible. It's ridiculously mean and efficient. Kaos Pegatrix, showed her off in the last video. My beautiful Chaos Dragonoid that I got in that battle pack. The one that has no horn wiggle. Ventus Ultra Fangzor. Wonderful.
You mean Ultra Serpentes?
I do not mean Ultra Serpentes! I do not! Do a little roll on him. Yeah. I love Ultra Trox as well. Just absolutely fantastic. These are my cards. This box contains my Darkest deck in progress and my Pyrus mono deck. Some Bakugan Resurgence cards here. This is just the stuff that I happen to have pulled. Hex. Because look at how many character cards I have. These are all of my character cards. The ones that I don't actually have in decks. I could almost build a deck just out of these character cards. I'm trying to get through a lot of this stuff really quickly so that we can get onto the kind of the juicy, meaty old stuff. Darkus Cindius, Darkus Serpentes. I keep wanting to say Fangzor now. Darkus Ultra Halcor, Pyrus Maxitor. I don't even know if there is a Darkus Maxitor. Pyrus Serpentes, the bane of my existence. Pyrus Gortheon, I might... Dragonoid Ultra. I'm gonna put him over there. He's fun. He's a crazy one. Pyrus Trox, Pyrus Dragonoid, Pyrus Mantinoid. I'm gonna have to close all of these. Pyrus Fangzor, Darkus Fangzor, Darkus Ultra Fangzor, Darkus Tertonium, Darkus Mantinoid. These three. This is what I decided on for my Darkus deck. Darkus Nilius, Darkus Dragonoid, another Pyrus Dragonoid, and check it. You ready?
No one's ever ready.
Boom. I can't wait to definitely get my hands on a Diamond Garganoid. This is actually a ridiculous amount of stuff for how little time Battle Planet has actually been out. I'm so not looking forward to closing all of these up, but that is, oh. And then this over here, this is my actual Darkus Pyrus deck with Ultra Nilius. Just now I've put in Darkus Trox for just his B power, basically. I still have yet to playtest that. I did have another Pyrus Mantinoid in there, but I put him in my mono Pyrus deck. Okay, let's get some of this stuff out of the way. I'll leave that Battle Planet stuff up there. Okay. Oh gosh. Let's look at some of this nonsense. I'll pull out a big deck of card. I'm gonna open all of these sequentially. And I'm not gonna know, I don't remember what the names of all of them are, but this is gonna be fun. I especially don't know the Gandalian Invaders names. That one, this one was a cool, was it Titanium Dragonoid or something? That was a cool Dragonoid with vac metalized parts. Oh, I got this one just recently in a trade. Frosh here, I have another Frosh in my other deck. This is an interesting guy that I also got in a trade recently. He doesn't open up that much, but when you pull out his little tail, he pops open more and opens up a little battle gear for us. That's a really cool action. Gee. Alto Brontes. I got one of these online, just so I can actually show off Alto Brontes. Can you see that clearly? Do you see the problem? This is Alto Brontes. This was the first Bakugan to have jutting parts out. And admittedly, we call it Alto Brontes disease when there's any jutting parts. For the true definition, it needs to be in the way of the rolling path. Can you spin roll Alto Brontes? Yeah, that's pretty good, actually. Can you... Okay, well, it doesn't actually hurt it that bad, because at least it's even, but whatever. Moving on. I believe this is called R-Knot, was the name of this one. Oh, this is a dice thrower. I don't have the dice in his mouth. But this one, when you roll him out forward, he pops open and kind of throws up a little dice out of his mouth that decides what G-power he has. I would never want to use that in an actual deck or try to use that strategically. This was the Gandalian Invaders Aquas Guardian Marucho's Bakugan that I don't remember. Pyrus Darak. I love Darak. I still love Darak. This one is not my main Darak though. I'll show off my main Darak in a minute, but I love him to death. That was my old Guardian, like I said. Ooh, a slightly functional Spin Neo Dragonoid. That still has the G-Power sticker on it. That's crazy. Oh, this one. Oh, are you guys ready for something ridiculous? Okay, here's a normal gate card. You roll them out. No purpose! There was no purpose to making him buzz when he stands on a card. What was it called? Baku Rumble? Baku Quake? Something like that. Very silly. Oh, geez. I forget this guy's name. Oh, are you guys ready for another silly thing? This one. No. No. This Bakugan is a motorcycle. You flip his horns out. He's a motorcycle. It's actually a cool design, but this just goes to show how much they were running out of ideas. Ah, jeez. I forget what this one was called. I don't know, whatever. We need to move on to another deck of card. Okay. This was always a really cool design. I do not remember which set this came with. I think this came with one of the big, crazy sets. Oh, this is fun. This was, where do I have it? This one, oh man. Altair and Wired, I think were the names of these ones. These ones were the first mechanical Bakugan, I think, that showed up in the show. And they were actually combiners. The feet would plug into the other one. It was not appealing. I'll just get it loosely there. And it's not even a good combination. It's honestly kind of terrifying. Can't even get it to work. It's not a good design, it just looks like a Bakugan standing on top of another Bakugan. You'll notice that it's silver on the wings. I think I painted this with a Sharpie when I was young, because these two were the first mechanical Bakugan, so I think they looked more like this in the show. I think they had those silver parts. Oh, this is one part of Max's Helios. I think this is the other foot. I don't know if these ones actually combined into Max's Helios. Yeah, you can see they have little pegs here. These weren't actually the Max's Helios Bakugan. I never got Max's Helios, but they did sell them as individual parts, so you could manage to assemble a whole set. Here's the other side of one of the legs. This one was cool. It had a cool name, and I actually really like that design of this one. That's a new Vestroya. This one is kind of, I think, a precursor to Ultra Fangzor in a lot of ways. If I can compare, very similar in design. Oh, here's normal Brontes, I think. Oh, right. Oh, the face is underneath his hat thing. Yada yada does it. This was my first Gandalian Invaders Bakugan that I got from stores. Here's a Neo Dragonoid. It was like a Vice Bakugan. You can see he springs out and he grabs with these claws. No gameplay benefit. This one was some kind of a fly thing. Another cool design. This was New Vestroya, actually. This is another Max's Helios piece. I think these were the back legs of Max's Helios. This is the only actual Max's Helios piece that I have that came in the set. I got this one in a trade from somewhere. You can see this is a Foxbat, I think was the name of this one.
Yep.
Here's the other side. Man, I have a lot of Max's Helios pieces. I'm shocked. This is the other back leg. If I had the actual Helios itself, I could probably assemble it.
You don't have Helios?
I do not have the actual Helios.
You can do a perfect impression if you don't have it.
Was this? Oh yeah, I have a gold version of the Helios that came with Max's Helios, I think. Let's see if this works. This is actually cool.
What attribute is that?
Aurelus. It's not Aurelus, this is Pyrus. It's just with a gold coloration, but it's basically Aurelus Bakugan. Ah, there's one more piece that goes on the back that connects to the legs.
You're missing his butt.
I'm missing his butt. Dang. Oh, Fencer.
It's not Metal Fencer?
No, this is Metal Fencer. Metal Fencer was the trap Bakugan, the Tetradecahedron.
And Tetradecahedron.
No, I do have a normal Fencer, but he's broken. Yeah, here's one of his legs.
Oh my gosh.
Are you ready for something truly amazing? Hades, that's the name of this Bakugan. I remembered. Wow! Gameplay excitement. In theory, I am on board with the idea of any kind of giant mech suit, but it just doesn't do it for me. Okay, well hopefully it... Did you catch that?
Yeah.
This is a Skyraider.
I escaped.
This one was built this way because it was supposed to be compatible for a Ripcord. Same with Hades, I think, but these are not the Ripcord versions. This one is actually a Mectanium Surge because it has a little bit of metal in the feet and the tail, which is circumstantial. But this one is a G-Power change. He's got a little ratchet right there, so when his head flips up, his wheel spins like an old Prius. Or not, this was a weird coloration. This was like Baku Shadow or something. Okay, this was a Ripcord Bakugan. I'll see if I can find the Ripcord for that before I show it off. Oh, okay. This one is Razenoid, I think. Razenoid. I hate Mectanium Surge. I think this was Shun's.
I think that was his Mectanium Surge Guardian that I didn't care about.
Yep. This one was a nine-tailed fox, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A six-tailed fox. Oh, this one. Oh, this is a dice thrower that actually has the dice. Hold on. And there it goes. Cool action. Cool design. This one. I think this was the Kaos Guardian Bakugan in New Destroya. I know like all of the first series stuff though. This is another kind of fly looking one. Ah, the battle gear should work just fine on this. Okay. Okay. It's a big gun! Oh, this one was stupid. It was so heavy on the side that it had to have a little kickstand that flips out to keep it from falling over. That's functional. Wow, that's a fun spin Bakugan. I think this one spins. I think this Percival.
He sure is wonky.
They don't work is the problem. He won't even stay shut. Yay, exciting. Oh, and then there's these things. Are you ready? Hold on. To show off the...
Baku Nano?
Mm-hmm. Bakugan Gun. But it's just you push a button and it flips out a little bit. And then you just stick them on the back there and it gives you like, what? A 30 G power boost. And you have to carry around like 3 of these in your deck. Oh, and you can put like a bunch of them on a Bakugan. Like, oh, this one, right? It's like a thing, but it's also 2 things. Now it's like little shurikens.
Deck clutter.
Deck clutter. This is where they lost everyone, because it doesn't even look good. At least Battle Gear look good. But this is nothing. Real metal parts. Ooh. Oh, this one's cool. This one automatically closes itself. I'm getting bored, so I'm going to go through a lot of the support pieces and battle suits and nonsense, and then skim through the other ones. Here's the other big battle mech suit that I had, a Pyrus one. Let's toss, oh, this is gonna be fun. This is a spinny one. I do like the sort of shape and design of this one. He looks a bit like Crow from MST3K. What is this? Oh, no, this is... I don't know. This one's a Twin Destructor. This is the only piece of Dragonoid Colossus that I have. Oh boy, this is a thing. Now we're getting into mobile assault vehicles. You would put a Bakugan on, it would open, and then get ready for this super cool action feature. At the very least, it has rolling, but it's not difficult at all. There's a little magnet down here, and they
roll straight every time.
They do roll straight. Yeah, here's your classic Gandalian Invaders Dragonoid. This was always my favorite battle gear, personally. No idea what it was called, but it was a cool design. The way it goes over the shoulder with these knives. Neato. Cool Bakugan. You can change the G power using this little dial on his back. Kind of cool design on this one. What is this one? Oh, that's weird. Support pieces were fun. It just didn't really fit Bakugan very well as a game or even as a toy line. Turns into a big rolling it backwards, but turns into a big like motorcycle thingama. It's just too much. It's just so much. Another G power change Dragonoid. Is this part of Volchaos?
Yes.
This go on top? No, that's not right.
I think that's right. You literally have a Baku lowdown segment about this. You should really just put that up.
That's a fine idea.
My favorite parts of the extension pack are the 2 Baku Fusion Bakugan. More specifically, Warton and Ballista, which combine to make the all-powerful Volchaos.
That was a fun era. Darkest Neo Dragonoid. Some kind of gross camo Dragonoid. Baku Neon Dragonoid, not Neo, whatever the second evolution was. This one was cool, because this one you can actually open without putting on a card. This one was called Freezer for some reason. You just push the button in his head. This one was the first Beyblade Bakugan.
It was never seen again.
This one was a Percival, probably. Woo! Exciting. Amazing! We've got Skyraiders. Ready to look at some Skyraiders? I don't know the names of any of these. This one was Obverse, I know that.
Kinda just looks like you're bouncing really hard.
Oh. No, I'm just dropping them. They do that on their own. Let's see how I go. Amazing! Is this a Skyrider? No, what is this? Oh, they made so many combiners that I only have like one piece of each. I guess something goes on the head here. Was it this thing?
That's it.
It's perfect. Okay, this is a big, oversized air core, maybe it was called? I don't know. Get ready. One thing they did do that was cool is they did... This is a Dragonoid Skyraider. That was a nice Bakugan. Vulcan is I think the name of this one. Darkest Metal Fencer. This was Spin Master's attempt at making combining Bakugan. You can press this little button and detach this whole front segment. Got Iron Man. He's around. It always upset me that Iron Man was like red, but it was a Chaos Bakugan. Iron Man would not be Chaos, and I will probably never part with that because these are actually like pretty rare and valuable now. And then finally, the main event. I've got my little ripcord in the bottom.
This is the main event.
This is not really. And now for an event. Let it rip.
Wrong toy.
I'm not going back to that one. So that's... and then I have all of my undesirables. Stuff that I don't like enough to not just put inside a mailbox, because it's all non-Pyrus, non-Darkest stuff. But there's some stuff in here that's worth showing off. This was another Ripcord Bakugan, but this one is a Scythe Spinner. Okay. That worked great. Oh, well here's a fencer. It's Subterra, but if I can't find the actual fencer in here, I might have to build Max's Helios using this.
It does kind of look like Metal Fencer.
Yeah, I mean, Metal Fencer I think was, they like built him out of the dead body of normal Fencer. I don't know. We've got a bunch of Mcdonald's Bakugan here, which open with a button on the bottom. This was a version of Razenoid. Here's a...
What does Razenoid mean?
It's like raising...
Is it like sun-made raisins, or like
raising crops, maybe?
How to raise a Noid?
How to raise a Noid. New from DreamWorks, how to raise your Noid.
Great.
A lot of the Mectanium Surge Bakugan got turned into these like awful contraptions. And then there's Darak. I love Darak, I'll always love Darak. Even this kind of like uncomfortable, disturbed version. Mectagon even were not safe from McDonald's influences. However, these are actually completely accurate to gameplay Mectagon. You could actually use these in game. It actually has 260 G power. These function exactly like Mectagon. There's no reason to buy a Mectagon. Like here's an actual Mectagon for comparison. There's no reason to buy a Mectagon. You just go to McDonald's and get one for free. And it does the same thing. This one is called Zenthon. Azarath, Mitrion, Zenthon. What? The most powerful beings to ever come to the Bakugan universe. Ah, jeez, I did not know that was a Skyraider. Oh, here's a combiner. I can show you how this worked. So you pull off the top half of this, you pull off the top half of this, and you slide it in there. Yeah, you slide it in there, and now it's another Bakugan. Chaos Crush Dragonoid. Oh, I do like this Chaos Wyvern. Wyvern is special. This was one of the rare asymmetrical Bakugan Get me pictures of Spider-Man. This is actually, I think, a very rare Bakugan. This is I think they only released this one in Japan, so I'll put him over there with my Iron Man. Is this even Darkus? No, it's Ventus! Why were the attributes so messed up? Ah, that's so upsetting. I have a Cytera Dragonoid, and I have Tentaclear. Check this out. I always loved Tentaclear. Oh, this was fun. This was something that they released, that was like, they released this in Gadalian Invaders. It was like a little belt clip thing, and it was supposed to also work as a launcher, but it didn't really work. I think you were supposed to be able to, I think this was the idea, I think. Something like that. This was not a gauntlet. This one was a Baku something. I forget what this one was called, but it's just a calculator. Kind of anticlimactically flips out.
Didn't Dan have one?
Yeah, Dan had one. Yeah! Now I am ready to destroy.
Can you pose like a kid on a toy box? Nice.
Like, these are the ones that I either don't want or can't fit in any of my binders or are duplicates or whatever.
Would you have kept buying regular Bakugan back in the day?
Honestly, yes. And I tried to, which is why I ended up with all of my my Baku Tech stuff, because I wanted to keep buying Bakugan because I didn't want to give up. I didn't want to believe that it was over. Let me show off one last thing. If you've been watching my channel for a long time, you'll remember this little nerd. I have to bring
Is
out.
that the Bakumine?
That's a Bakugan. I have to bring out something special. I'm gonna use my trusty former guardian to activate the Bakumine. So the idea here is that you didn't want to actually hit your opponent's Bakumine when you stand, because if you hit it, then I think you activate, they get an extra G-power boost. It's kind of neat. It's kind of an okay gimmick.
It's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, it's a little disappointing.
Sadly, the Bakugan is kind of disappointing.
Wow! Amazing! That's gonna be all I'm gonna have in part 1 here. I am going to put up another part where I go into my actual good, like, sort of Series 1 Bakugan, my B1 Bakugan, my Baku Tech, my Japanese exclusive, my rare stuff. This is all just sort of the good, the bad, and the ugly of old school Bakugan stuff. If you like this video and you want to make sure to see part 2, remember to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell icon so you get a notification whenever I post the next part. You can follow me on Twitter at JettKuso for news, updates, and whatever else I want to put on there. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below and I will get back to them as soon as possible. And if I got the names of any of these wrong, don't yell at me. I'm doing my best. But this has been Jett Kuso, and I'll see you next time. Don't show my feet. No, don't. Oh no. Oh gosh. Oh no.